My beautiful stars, reading time. We're going for tarot first. Whenever I go for tarot first, there's quite a bit of emotion stirring in the right collective. So let's see what's going on with you guys, what your main focus is. Main collective. All right. Oh, cosmic trigger. That's why. Okay, so there's something stirring in the right collective. You would be reflecting on a situation where there's been a year or more where certain loose ends haven't been tied off, certain feelings haven't been validated. So you'd be reminiscing over past things right now. But this is good. It's paired with 10 of Wands in reverse. So whatever this outlook is, you're definitely trying to readjust this emotion. You're definitely trying to not make this a priority for yourself. But as well, maybe this reflection is there has been a little bit of a craving or a sense of urgency to want this situation to readjust and bring those wands down. Yeah, forward movement. I'm hearing both. I feel this collective, there's parts of you that have this kind of sense of urgency over whatever this situation is. There's a part of you that's really wanting this to move forward, but I do think this collective, it's kind of like you're up and down. Then you're going within, you're focusing on mental discipline, you're trying to put that energy back into yourself. Another thing, maybe this collective right now, you are focusing on that forward movement and that direction in life when it comes to success. Success for self. Maybe you're locking into a good routine. I just think when it comes to you, you're trying to stay in control of what you're feeling, right? So even though we've got this cosmic trigger, I don't think you're going through a meltdown or anything, but it's definitely niggling at the mind. Okay, I think I always say when we're trying to remove an emotion, we don't need to replace it for negativity. It kind of just shows the pent-up resentment we have for the situation, right? And I do think this collective, yes, are you seeing this as a missed opportunity? Clearly, otherwise you wouldn't be thinking about it. But this Knight of Swords in reverse, it's a very kind of, it's a hurtful energy. It's quite an insincere energy. What did I just say? Insincere kind of energy. It's a very out of control, kind of impulsive. And I feel this collective, one, the impulse over you, and maybe you are feeling, or those moments you're feeling out of control, you try and rein it back in. But I do think this collective, to kind of give yourself that release, this situation, especially if it's a specific person, like I don't think you have the best outlook for the of them. Why am I getting so tongue-tied? Maybe this person's quite tongue-tied. You could be tongue-tied when it comes to this situation. To have a year or more with your feelings not being validated, unfinished business, closure issues, maybe you both are a bit tongue-tied towards one another. But very, I don't want to say rude, but maybe that's how this person has presented, quite rude and hurtful. Talking to myself, Ace of Pentacles in reverse has come out. So it's not just this situation, this collective, there's clearly a lot of things bubbling under the surface. Ace of Coins in reverse, anything that feels unstable in your life, anything that's felt quite delayed in your life. So not having this forward movement, especially even with this year or more, if you've been puttering along on a certain path, right? And for over a year, maybe you haven't found that success or that recognition, you're not feeling validated for the efforts that you're putting in as well. I feel there's a lot stirring here. There's a lot of past things, past self being ignited in your energy, and clearly for things that need to be released. And I always say anything that's coming up, especially with this intensity, it's not serving us. The universe is trying to show you something very valuable with your emotion right now. They're not wanting this to be brought into a new cycle of yours. Now, yeah, again, everything under review. You've got caution around you. Okay, let's confirm these. All right, what's this situation? Here or more, not feeling validated. Oh my God, you've got another cosmic trigger. This is a... We've had a few movement collective. This one's about in the next few days. It's time, acting now, fresh start. There could be a situation here or a couple where for over a year maybe that's why it's brewing in you. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's get our movement deck. Okay, within the next few days. If a 6, I'm going to roll the dice. If a 6 comes out, I'm not meant to get these. And just remember, this could be a few things. It's a cosmic trigger. So this could be actually an internal ignition where it's testing you with impulse, magnetic desire. There could be a real intent. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's just confirm. Okay, within the next few days. Oh, 4 of Wands in reverse. Oh God, it could be, so something that there was lack of support. This could have caused family conflict as well, but it's clearly a situation that's created discord and broken foundation. And whatever this situation is, I do think there was an ending with. You could resonate this with maybe being a divine connection of yours, but do I think it's time to rebirth? This is seeming very... Hold on, let's get this purple. If 6 comes out, I'm not meant to get them. 2, oh God, this is taking a turn. 8 of Wands at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Can I just say Mercury retrograde? I just have to say this because a year or more not having feelings validated and tied off the right way, especially if you were actually married to this person, right? Or building a living together foundation, right? Mercury retrograde is known for misunderstandings through communication. I just don't see for this kind of situation how it's going to be rebirthed through... Oh God, let's see. I'm not going to speak too soon. I actually feel this situation, this could be more of something that's time to let go of. And anyway, like I said, I'm not going to speak too soon. I've been saying this in quite a few collectives this past couple of weeks. Anything that's bringing up an old version of you and internally look at what it's bringing up, means something needs to be released. Oh gosh. Oh, so they're spying too. That's why you can feel them. This collective, if this has come out of nowhere, you can feel this approaching. So someone's got their eye on you doing more research. I think this is both of you reminiscing, ruminating. There could have been a high sexual attraction here, like very intense chemistry when it comes to you and this connection. Actually, I should specify who this person is. Next 2 days. Caution. But don't overwork yourself. Gather more information, but don't overwork yourself. So I wouldn't be making any important decisions. Yeah, something is not the right time. That's what, just the alignment here. Like I said, there's a reason I say everything. To have this lingering with someone, right? even if it's just energetically, karmically, there is something here that needs to be addressed the right way. And I just think there's a big lesson, especially the timing of it coming in right now. But let's confirm. So detail, you and this person are physically and emotionally distant. Well, let's be real, a year or more. One more for that. And there could be someone else. So you could have a couple of eyes. But this person, there could have been someone else in the middle. This says trying to sabotage this. Bit dramatic. But if you've had someone just do the disappearing act and not validate, it wouldn't surprise me if there actually was some form of karmic energy involved. Let it be love, family, friendships, whatever it is. This spy, there's an energy connected to them, and I actually feel there could be a couple people maybe watching in on you right now. Oh God, it's here. You got confession. Hold on, what's this? Not the right time. That's way too many. Commitment was at the bottom there. Feeling used. There is, I just think the way it approaches, and it's not, I don't even think it may be intentional, but again, a year or more, not feeling validated, you're destined to have misunderstandings, confession or not. And I do think this collective, the way this approaches, you might feel used, especially if this person has just gone through a separation or something's happened, something's in destruction, and now they're beelining you. There's something I think you need to trust your body in the moment. And if you are feeling used by this situation, I would be stepping right back, confession or not. And this over the longing of this situation, right? There's a realistic energy that's over you. You know what this is reminding me of? You know how I always say, it's like you guys find strength in silence, but when it pops up, it's like all of that strength goes out the window. Just remember how you're reflecting on this now with this person not being here. Because the right collective, yes, it's coming over you, but you're trying to find strength and redirect it. So it's like your body's already telling you the answers of what's about to come here. And again, this right collective, this year or more not being validated, you were building some form of foundation, right? This is a broken foundation. It caused family issues, community issues. There was like a lot of broken, imbalanced energy because of this, right? It was a painful ending. Painful. Just remember that. Confession or not. And I don't even think it's the right kind of confession. I don't think it's a confession about this. Like I said, I think it's emotion. Hold on a second. Let's clarify. Let's just get more detail with who this person is here. Okay. I want another deck. I want another deck. Okay. This is how you, collective, would see this person. Moon, they could be a Pisces, but trapped in illusion and fear, this person, deception, unfortunately, can hide behind that veil a little bit. One of these other people could be a Pisces as well. Why am I hearing mother? Why did I just hear mother? Talking to myself, Two of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse has come out. So, okay, especially these two here. This King of Cups can really be known as a little bit of an emotional manipulator. So maybe this person, unfortunately, they lack clear transparency, depth of intention, or make their intentions clear, which can make them present quite secretive, quite suspicious. It's like your feelers are always on when it comes to this person. Water sign's important, and fire sign could be important, not just for this person, but the attached energy as well. Very moody. King of Cups reminds me of that in reverse. You know, when you repress to a state of explosion, like you hold back, but when you're triggered, it's like you're just explosive, right? Very moody, wounded feminine energy. So kind of very self-focused as well. But these two together, this collective, you would have memories of feeling a little bit emotionally manipulated, maybe even gaslighted here when it's coming to one, if not both of these people. But you definitely don't think that they sit in a stable environment. Oh, Three of Wands in reverse. Literally, they think small. Maybe you think that this person has restrictions, especially if you think they're enmeshed with some of these people. Every time, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. I just think when it comes to this person in life, you would see them as stuck. You would see them really lacking goals in life. Maybe for a long time you thought this person, like I said, I felt it with this, was some form of manifestation, destiny for you. I don't know if you feel that right now. One more. King of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh God, you want to hope not. That's horrible energy. Calculating, clouded vision, easily influenced, gossiper, cutthroat. But I will say this is the Swords pairing for my divines. I see this as you guys in separation, stuck in the mind over communication. But 8 of Cups in reverse, they stay in situations for the wrong reason. Public persona, they fake happiness, again stuck in limbo in life because of their environment. So the right collective, you would really think that this is very, very important, because you would think this person's easily influenced by this stuff. They literally stay around enablers, literally stay in situations for the wrong reasons. Let it be financially, whatever it is. That's tough. Okay, let's see how the universe actually sees this spy. Oh God, Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, codependent, emotionally unbalanced, right? You've got both of the cups in reverse here. You see them as the King of Cups in reverse. They see them as the Queen of Cups. Extreme highs and lows in emotion. And I felt that when I was reading how you see them, that they're very kind of explosive, right? Wallow in self-pity. They could be destructive. Tower. Maybe they're going through a tower. But this person could be very destructive personality. They could be prone to ignite fires and run, especially if you were building something like this and this person just, again, year or more, kind of left you in the midst of destruction. I think this person's emotion can be destructive as well. This is making me feel this person, unfortunately, does not know themselves emotionally, right? We don't understand ourselves. We don't understand others. And do they know how to fill their cup up properly? I don't think so. Not at all. Remember, I'm asking how the universe sees them. I think that's more personality trait, right? But there could be, maybe that's why, feeling used. Maybe they're going through a tower. Maybe they're going through a complete knockdown right now, and them coming forward, maybe that. And I did say it, that you may feel like, I don't want to say you're a second option, but it's like this person's only returning because their life's going up. High Priestess in reverse. So they do keep things in the dark. They do hide things. maybe a little bit dishonest here. They're disconnected from their higher self. They're disconnected from the depth of emotion, right? I will say this though, saving grace, you do have, these two are very spiritual. So maybe this person has potential to connect, but are they connected right now? No, they're not. I'm surprised that sneaky didn't come out. One more. Eight of Swords, blinded to their emotion. They keep themselves trapped in irrational fears. They don't see things properly. Makes sense. They're disconnected from self. The world both ways. I do think they have potential to come into emotional wholeness and fulfillment, but they are delayed. They're stuck in life, right? Because they keep aligning to the wrong things, clearly. So if this is a tower that's been created in their life, it's clearly to remove this kind of energy. Do they have potential for some good things? Yeah. But do they need to close out some cycles? Yeah. I just want to see quickly how the universe is seeing this spy. Who's this somebody else? I'm going to read both ways. I feel this Nine of Wands. I think this person a little bit out of control. This is reminding me of someone that's got their grips in. Very kind of, no matter how battered and bruised they are in certain things, no matter how out of control, no matter how much everything is telling them to move on, walk away from the no-win situation, they just don't do it, right? I feel this person may be a little bit self-unaware, just like this spy. King of Wands in reverse, so there could be a fire sign. It could actually be doesn't have to be a male energy, but a wounded masculine energy. I always say King of Wands in reverse, I don't like him whatsoever. He's got no control over his decisions, but yet he's a control freak. He's aggressive. He has just, and I think it comes from lack of life experience, right? Very argumentative kind of personality. Someone that needs boundaries. Four of Wands in reverse. It could be a family member, but again, the discord that happened, the ending that happened without a year or more of feeling validated, this person literally could have been involved. This person literally could have been involved here. Let it be a family member, a childhood friend. I'm not feeling a love interest. I'm going to be honest. I don't think this is a love interest. I don't know if your person's got enmeshment in their family. That's a real thing. There's something, I feel this person, it's like they may have control of your person in some form of way, but you've got 3 wands here, so I'm sticking to, I think this person's a fire sign. I know I said maybe a Pisces, but where am I feeling this could be an Aries, could be a Leo, Sagittarius, but one more. Cause the ending. There could be a Scorpio, they could, I guess, be a wood. I feel it's, but I think this is the right collective. I always say you shouldn't have to make a reading fit. When that came out and I said this sabotage, this bit dramatic, this collective, you would know, your brain would take you, because as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel, I'm here to confirm it. The right collective, you would have known this person was involved in your separation, but you've clearly never validated about it. It's all just always been brewing up here. Death energy, 13, that could tie you to this person as well, right? The right collective, that's a confirmation, because whoever this person is, it's not just, and this makes sense with why they're disconnected. It's like your person, this person is very in tune, but they don't listen to themselves. They don't trust their overthinking. They probably trust their overthinking mind. I think your person can get easily blinded, especially by people that they trust, right? This somebody else, this isn't just a now, this was around when you guys were together over a year ago. Okay, so that, let me just finish you. I've got to see what's around your heart space. Oh, be careful, my angels. All right, this 10 of Wands in reverse. Hermit, so you have, see, remember what we said before. This is what you need to remember, right? You've gone through so much healing. You've gone through a hermit's journey. You know how to see things from a higher perspective. You go into depth, you soul search, you find peace and resolve through self, right? You've grown so much. And that's the biggest thing I was feeling when I was reading this. Yes, there's things that are coming up over you. I always say life doesn't get easier. We just get better. We learn how to deal with life. It's not that the emotion's not coming over you, but you're learning how to deal with it better, right? So that means you've been healing. And if you've been dealing with this for over a year, and this is, you need to take moments of periodic assessment about how far you've come, because it's small steps, big accomplishments. And I guarantee you this collective, whenever you've had to face this trigger, right, every time you're getting better and better with how you're dealing with it. You're learning how to walk through the fire and rise from it. And I feel that's the biggest thing. And the universe, I think this is why this is finding you. Don't just have strength in silence. Have strength in appearance, right? When the appearance happens. Because I just think that's messy. Like, I know you've got confession underneath intimacy. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Like, even the universe's perspective on this person. Do they have potential? Yeah, they do. But they're broken. And they're coming out as wounded feminine, right? So keeping themselves in an ivory tower. They don't understand their own emotion. They're definitely not going to understand yours. Chariot. Oh, move forward. And this is where you're finding strength. The Lovers in the discord, the disharmony, the imbalance. 4 of Wands in reverse. The trust issues. I always say you've got no trust with someone. Gosh, you ain't getting nowhere. Family, friendships, workships, love especially. And clearly there's no trust in this dynamic. Look at what you've been through. I'm just here for advice. Oh. I think since this missed opportunity, you've done so well. I think you've held important decisions. You've learned to balance before making important decisions. It's really set you on a path of future, right? You started to go within. You probably connected to your right path. This card specifies study of magic, great prospects. You really just started to embody the person that you were meant to be. This is your perspective right now, right? So even though this was a situation that clearly completely broke you, it created a lot of greatness for you as well. But you created that, right? You created that through your alchemy. Doesn't mean you have to excuse. And I see this a lot in the divine. And I do say they amplify your triggers to your greatness, but true divines, it's not just them that activate you. You have had a life full of trauma. You guys have been prepped and primed, been literally created out of fire, right? This is why you have blood of fire and steel your whole life. They are the catalyst to make your brain fuse out. It's the last bit of pain your soul can take. And everyone gives them way too much credit. Oh, but they activated me. No, your life activated you. Your hard life. True divines, you've been to hell and back that many times. You're prone to long suffering. You guys don't even realize how rough your life's been, right? Because again, you guys are all ruled by that empathy, and you see other people that have had more struggling lives. And oh, my life wasn't that bad. Yeah, true divines, your life has been bad since birth, okay? Don't make it fit. And I just feel there's a reason this is coming out. Did this person ignite change? Yes. But were they the whole reason you created change? No, they were not. So don't give them that credit. Sorry, I just have to say it. It's still going. Sorry, I knew that was going to stop. You're not confused. Focus on one thing at a time is what I'm hearing. This Ace of Coins in reverse. Right now, right, because we are reading you now. Before you, yeah, you could have feelings something's coming. But right now, I do think when you're viewing this, maybe it's more confusion about why you still feel like you're holding on or why this still comes over you. This kind of energy for anyone in life, this is a take divine and divine's, it's karmic lessons as well. Karmic lessons are what keeps us bound to our purple curtain. Anybody experiencing this, divine, karmic, whoever it is, you are destined to a full circle moment. There is lessons to be learned, right? If it's 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever years later, this kind of energy will always come into a full circle, let it be good or bad. So this collective being confused, why you still think about them, why this, why, because you have an unfinished cycle, good or bad, right? You don't need to feel like you're delusional or you're this or you're that. That is something that needs to be severed. And this is also why I say to you guys, you need to trust the universe. You don't need to pry. You don't need to open Pandora's box. You don't need to be a detective and try and work out this and that and this and that. When you guys are destined on your timer for a full circle moment, it will come around. And the reason you guys have to trust in the universe, because believe it or not, they release it when it's not going to make your trauma worse, when it's going to empower you and grow you. Does it feel like that sometimes? No, it doesn't. It feels like it's torn you apart. But the way you come out of it, and that sunshine, you ascend, you rebirth, you find the lesson in it, okay? And clearly, right now, this situation's being cosmically aligned. But it doesn't mean, and I say this for divines, whenever they pop up, it does not mean that you're meant to just fix everything. 9 times out of 10, it's a lesson. Lesson of self and self-love. So that by itself, over a year, you shouldn't be thinking, oh, this can fix with a confession, right? I'm saying that from a place of love. Especially this collective, you don't trust this person as far as you could throw them. So, oh God. Anyway, let's get into it. Heart space, then I'm going to see... No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just getting the universe. I want to see how the universe is seeing this situation, why they're entering this for you right now. Hermit. Oh, that's good. Maybe you just found a key. One more. Okay, so we've got Hermit. So for over a year, this card. And right now, you're hermiting as well. You've got a key. This is about solutions, clarity, but using the third party. It's all tied into one big messy, because this is around this as well. And this is another reason I say let go. It's not just your wheel that needs to go being. In situations like this person needs a being, your person needs a being. You all need to come in alignment at the same time. So hypothetical, right? So let's just say this person was involved in your separation. There was dishonesty, there was deceit, there was manipulation, right? Now let's just say that puzzle piece has just unfolded through a tower moment, right? And now your person is seeing through the veil of deception of this person. Wake up call. So now they are starting to, this is a reason this is all coming through. There is a reason that this person's betrayal, lies, deceit, control over your person is being revealed, right? Which is beelining them to you. But then there's a lesson for you for self. And by you choosing self, it shows this person who listened to this person, it teaches them a valuable lesson. Your person, the spy, the Four of Wands, walked away from a permanent foundation with you to make this person happy. So they have a lesson of people pleasing. They have a lesson of not letting other people influence their decisions, right? So if they come to you now realizing, oh my God, that's the love of my life, but you accept it straight away, do you think they've learnt their lesson? Do you not think you putting a boundary up is a catalyst to start waking them up through the fire of always turning externally, listening to gluttonous gossip, right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. But when you guys don't choose self, you're not just keeping yourself on a repeated lesson, you're holding this person, spy, back from the lesson they need to learn about these kinds of people, right? So what's going to happen to this person? And this person, they're not learning their lessons, and it all stems back from you choosing self. This is the wheels I'm talking about. Whereas if you choose self, they start, oh my God, I've lost the love of my life. So this person, there is no way they're ever going to let this baggage back in their life. Whereas if you, permanent fixture, accept them, even a month, 2 months later, this person's going to worm their way back in, right? Because this person got you back through it. So they're going to soften the frustration from believing this person. So who's going to then become a block again in your cycle? This person, the person that was there through the destruction of it all. Hopefully the right collective, that makes sense, because it's coming through very strong. So it's clearly something valid and not hypothetical for this collective, right? Don't choose the moment of bliss. Everybody needs to learn their lesson from this situation. This is why you need to come from a higher perspective. Do not take the moment of bliss. Higher perspective. This is why the caution and feeling used, it's all going to come over you. It's to see the emotion outside of the box. That is the true key that will be granted to you. That's where the solution and clarity comes, by choosing self, right? No, lighthouse. So yes, this is being guided, but there's still, even though safe passage being created, there's a warning, there's obstacles. This needs to be navigated the right way. Plot a course of action. 18th of July could be an important birthday memory. Perfect. It's to break a cycle, to start a new cycle. But the cycle needs to be broken, which this collective hasn't, to be able to generate something new, right? New beginnings, fresh start, setting new goals and intentions, coming alive, growth, fertility, a new cycle. But that all needs to come first. This is good. This comes after the fact. You could have just seen some bunnies. New beginnings, desire, clever, resourceful. You got 2 cards of fertility. This is about procreation as well, maybe. That needs to be solved first. Oh, God. It's going to be a tough one because it's igniting around this. Retrograde. It's going to be very intense for this collective. But remember I said before, the universe wouldn't be releasing it if you didn't have strength to do it. Hermit. Miracles will unfold. Lift out the negativity. And this is nothing but negativity and baggage right now. Sweet goodness, lift out the negativity. This will create lightness of being, especially coming from a hermit's perspective. Oh God, solution to the yarn. This is why the complicated circumstances, feeling strung along, puzzling, all tied up, unraveled, hassles, problems, if dealt with properly. Okay, let's see this third person. That's good. end of a cycle, and we're just talking about you've got potential to end this out this time. End of a season, the deception, the chameleon. This person could present like they're a fake empath too, but more information is needed. So again, everything we say is for a reason. It is not just about your wheel and this person. This is a permanent fixture in your person's life. Your person needs to, yes, they could be seeing through their deception now. They need a wake-up call with this person. They need to understand that, and it's not even just this person. Your person clearly has a lesson of letting people into their business too much, right? So they're a gossiper. They don't keep anything to themselves. This would be a pattern in their life where outside opinion has ruined good things, which means they live their life through other people's lenses. They wouldn't follow their dreams. They would work where they're told to work, or they might even work with family, friends. Like they just, I feel your person doesn't know how to stand in strength of independence, right? Anything goes on in any personal relationship, they go turn to someone and gossip, and then they listen to the information they're being told instead of trusting themselves. You've got to remember the universe is seeing them as a Queen of Cups and a High Priestess in reverse. They are so disconnected from self. This is what makes them easily impressionable. So in their purple curtain, one of their karmic lessons, and the only way we learn karmic lessons is to get burnt time and time again. So every time your person listens to someone else's advice, the universe would put some form of destruction, right? Some form of ending with the advice they chose to listen to. But your person's clearly that bloody blind that they can't see that that behavior creates destruction. Where this, you could be, can you hear that going off now? Plane. You could be a key to this person to finally break them and make them see, I've got to stop listening to other people. I've got to listen to myself. I don't want to keep living through other people's lenses. I want to be happy, right? So important, because the universe is confirming you could literally be the key, the solution, the fire they need to wake up. By choosing yourself, your self-love and self-respect, and remembering that what this person put you through, influence or not, they chose to do it. There's no excuse for it. Trust in the wheels of life, because they work in mysterious ways. Timing is everything. That was the yes card that wanted to flip, by the way. Yes, exclamation point. I want one more for this third person end of a cycle. The mask. It literally could be the time this breaks away. Finally, all the hidden agendas, motives, because of the influence of this person. It's that octopus energy. Whoever this person is, they're in everybody else's business but their own. And their life's miserable. So they make everybody else's life miserable because they don't want to reflect on their own backyard, right? And the sad thing is they're a King of Wands in reverse, so they don't even know it. They don't even know that they do it. What do I say? Self-unaware people scare me. This third person. Bad influence. Weld it out. Get rid of it. So if you do this, plot a course of action, a safe passage, you need to trust in it. Surrender your plan. The warning, the obstacles, weld it out. It's time. You don't want this around your energy anymore. Let's just say, hypothetically, have potential for this in the future with this person. I always say this to you guys. You want someone back from the past. The things from the past that cause destruction need to be severed. This right collective, this person was main reason you guys went into destruction, which means this person's deceitful and there could have been true manipulation here. Without that being severed, end of a cycle, welding that out, you won't ever get this. You truly won't. So don't take the moment of bliss, right? Yes, this is potential. So the new cycle comes after you weld out. You don't even want to come into alignment right now. Minimum 20th of March. Push it away. Confession or not. And there could be something forward movement with business. That's my early retirement. And this is a card of sexuality too. But anyway. Achievement, longevity, career, maturing, my early retirement. And you'll get an instantaneous blessing. This always happens. You release something, the universe, it's like they give you a reward straight away to show you made the right decision. But also achievement through this situation, if you just choose to trust. Messenger, full speed ahead with this bunnies. Judgment. Oh, and the twin. Of course it came out. Of course. I can smell it with the lessons. So this, new beginnings, bunny, what happens? What happens if you just trust? You just trust and let go in your twin, soulmate, the one, pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love. Trust in it, surrender it, get rid of that. Judgment. Judgment. Total transformation if you heed the call and trust in the universe. Renewal after you surrender and awaken to what's really. You will go through a rebirth and a clean slate through fundamental changes of clearing and purging. That side of the spread, right? So you get your new beginning, procreation, bubblesies, all of it, prosperity on your journey. Last row, last two rows. Find strength, my advice. Okay. I don't even want to get this person's intention because I don't want this collective to be blinded. It doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter. Because their intention coming forward to them is going to be pure. That's what's going to be hard. But it's because they're going through some form of tower right now with clearly this little other bloody person. Person's intention. Oh. So yes, they want to rebuild. Twin flame. I believe that for you guys with the lessons here, going over a memory, clearly where this other thing was involved. March 20th, May 5th, May 6th to June 20th. Oh, sorry, armpit itchy. So this, they're wanting to rebuild. So this could be when you, I think they're reflecting on better memories, right? Now this twin flame energy, I genuinely can, it's really odd because for this collective, just the interference, this is such a twin thing to happen. I always say karmics are involved long before you get there because they're karmic lessons that need to be learned. You've got to remember, true divines, these interferences have followed you around life after life, right? It's so, they're just a huge pivotal point in both of your journeys. I do genuinely think that this person has so much deep feeling for you. I know they're presenting as a Queen of Cups, High Priestess in reverse, but it shows their spiritual, beautiful soul if it could just be balanced, right? But because of their environment, it's not. And this is what's hot. Like, these cards are going to be beautiful because that's what they feel, but the right cycles haven't been completed. That's the issue. And that's why it's going to take you guys strength. And a lot of strength because they're coming in with a confession of emotion. They're coming in and telling you that I genuinely think it's stuff like this. How much they've been missing you and craving you and they could just never let you know and they had to keep you at it. Like that's what the stuff I'm hearing in my mind, right? All of that mushy stuff. And this collective, for over a year, you haven't been validated. That is going to be like music to your ears. You're probably going to melt at the knees. It's going to be very tempting. But I promise you, if those things aren't removed that cause destruction, it'll happen again. and I felt it when I was reading this third person, they've got their claws in. It feels like someone that's been around since childhood, and if it's a family member, since birth, right? They do want to rebuild, and I don't think you guys are far off. You can see it in this. You have potential to actually have a reconciliation. You actually are one of the very few true divine to come in, but you need to hit that state of surrender. No one's the exception. You guys all have to get to a point before it's time that you surrender your journey and you just believe. This collective, this is going to be your point of surrendering your journey. It's that 8 of Cups. You're not going to want to walk away. You're going to have to walk away to balance the right things. Do you have strength to do that? If not, I always say, a lesson is never failed. Free will doesn't make anything it prolongs. So it's like you have potential to make your next cycle, but this is a pivotal energy, right? Because if you don't learn this lesson now of self, it's going to repeat. You're not going to close it off. This person, critical junction, and it's funny because this card says there's no one keeping me captive. So this is what they're reflecting on. So for a long time they were being held captive by their emotions and decisions because they were listening to everyone. I know I have control of my life now. No one is holding me captive. No one is controlling my circumstances anymore. I recognize the power of my free will, and I now choose to be happy. I now choose to rebuild because I see through someone's deception. Again, they think that it's genuine for them, but you can see they're not connected properly to what's actually going on. So, such a twinny pairing. So the twin flame, the difficult differences. So there was opinions. All true divines, you have societal issues. Because true divines, you're meant to teach you all divine love, unconditional love. Love is love, right? Religion segregates love. It should be like this. You can't marry that. You can't do this. That is so weird. I just had a notification saying couldn't record, right? And divine timing and maybe came out. That is so weird. That happened for a reason. These were your last two, and I said it comes to decision. Whenever I see this in a spread, it's divine timing, and it was paired with maybe, and it wasn't recording. It literally came up. Well, it was recording, but then it came up and said could not record. That's never happened. That is a sign. Anyway, and then I was saying I want to see what's going on in this person's life. That was weird. If High Priestess comes out, maybe it's because we're not meant to know what's going on here, but let's see. So right now, they're still not trusting in their intuition. Two of Swords, they're blinded to something here. Justice is at play. Purple curtain, karmic lessons. Justice is at play right now. Withholding, avoidance, stalemate energy over obstacles, and judgment. And you've got judgment and justice at play in their life right now. Whoa, 2 cards of karma with the stop it, devil in reverse, the physical emotional abuse with negative karmic connections, the toxicity through energetic implants to people they're codependent to. Remember, it's not just your wheel, it's this person's wheel and whoever's involved. Look at that row, and they're still a bit blinded. They're still not seeing and trusting things properly. Your person's higher self would be banging their head against a wall. It's like your person, because again, they've got that Queen of Cups and High Priestess within them, but they just don't connect to it. It's crazy. That you can't get any more clear that the universe is trying to work its magic. Oh. Making your person see one-sided things in their life, how they're undervalued, how they give too much to people that they shouldn't be giving to, right? They're starting to see the lesson. Are they completely there? Not just yet. They're dependents on things that they shouldn't be dependent to. They could be going through some financial things though, especially with Justice here, Devil in reverse, 6 of Coins in reverse. There could be legal things tied to this too. 2 of Swords, what are they blinded to still? Oh, we've got 3 cards here, so this should be good. Oh, their impulse. They miss the red flags. They're so focused on the end stop, they don't notice red flags. So they don't notice them in their life. They go from extreme highs, extreme lows. They make the wrong decisions. Not learning from past mistakes. Underachiever, no common sense. They're blinded to, paralyzed in fear. They have they feel like they have powerlessness. They don't see things properly. Not the time. Paranoia. They're sitting in complete paranoia right now. They're not learning. There he is. And it came in reverse. So Judgment, the karma over the King of Wands in reverse. Oh, that person is huge in your dynamic. Controlling, ruthless, lacks life experience, lacks the right energy. Yuck. The universe is trying to get your person to awaken from this person. It's not completely severed yet. You are such a pivotal key in this. They're trying to make your person see. This person must be like a master manipulator, or they've got something over your person. I still don't understand how this energy, because it's following us around in every single part, has such a control over your person. There's a reason for it, right? This is good. It's all destined. Glowing threads are coming in. It's to teach your person to have strength in decisions, strength in mental discipline, strength in power, right? This is all destined. It's being universal. Look at the major arcana in your person's life right now. Major arcana, pivotal life lessons from the universe. This is why there's so many cosmic triggers. And I'm going to say this in the nicest way. They still don't see it. They still don't see it. They're blinded still. Devil in reverse, which is clearly this person has what's put this on hold, resisting the change, all the delayed, stuck in limbo, the lack of self-reflection, self-sacrifice, being enticed by the wrong things. This is what makes them stuck and on hold, and they're so comfortable with their complacent, destructive life. Again, no common sense, no goals. And this collective, you know it. Comfortability. And until they learn the lesson of this and remove this, they're going to be stuck on that tightrope, right? Of pain. Always listening to others. Until that's removed, this person, because that's clearly one person, if not maybe a couple, let's be real, this will forever be on hold because they're resisting the change. Oh, because of their self-indulgence, their addictions. So this, again, wrong reasons. Even though they're empty, it's their excessive personality. Selfishness, but even though it's imbalanced, cosmic trigger at the bottom here for them as well. 9 of Cups in reverse. I want one more for this Judgment, King of Wands. Oh, Ace of Swords in reverse. So blocked communication. This needs to be reevaluated. This is terrible. Reevaluated, misinformation, blocked communication, clouded judgment. So even through all the hostility, they still can't see through this person properly. They still cannot see through this. This is why you have such an important role right now, to stand in strength. This, like I said, master manipulator, this person. Ace of Swords in reverse. So they're still blocked by it. Overall, oh, your person must be stubborn to not be seeing, oh, that's good, that's good. Hopefully they come into achievement, emotional maturity, they start to see through it. There is potential. But again, I'm sticking to it. You guys are a key. Oh, God. All right, let's see tarot for you guys. Although, I think we already know. All right. Oh, angry. Of course they're angry. All right, so their next action towards you, your advice. Not making the right effort. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. There they come up again. Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so they are coming in wanting solution and to harmonize the chaos. I mean, 5 of Wands in reverse. They're wanting their emotional balance that's not there, right? Not trusting in themselves. They're going from extreme high. There could be a lot of things that... Oh, I'm going slow-mo. Hold on a sec. I do not know what's going on with my phone, this reading, but it's going slow-mo. It's just, everything happens for a reason. Anyway, 5 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. And what I was saying, I feel this collective, their emotion might... It's going to be highly sensitized, right? Very emotional. And because their intention is to soothe this and create harmony again, without them knowing, without you knowing, this is all being guided because you feel safe to them, right? They are just starting to see through the cracks, but they are still so blinded. And I guarantee you guys soothe this right now because of that King of Wands in reverse that tends to the little octopus. They're going to interfere again. That person in your person's life, there needs to be some form of big reveal. If that Ace of Swords was upright, that means epiphany, clarity, light bulb moment. Their first card is that 2 of Swords. So even the universe is trying and trying. And you got to remember these last 2, the divine timing and maybe. I actually don't even think it's more them. They've got to start seeing their repeated mess in life and why the repeated mess happens. And this person, they let people enable them. They listen to people because of their 9 of Cups in reverse, right? No matter how hard their life is, no matter how much the advice that they take on board creates fires for them, they just can't see through it. Emotional, yes. Is it your job to pick up the pieces? No, it's not. As much as you're going to want to, remember how you were left a year or more without feeling validated. Remember that. They want achievement, but again, that singlehood in the background, they are wanting achievement here. I do think this person knows they need to put in a lot of effort, but I always say the triggered state is different to when the armor's not up. Empress in reverse, not trusting their body, still codependent to things, leading with insecurities. Remember this part, their insecurities. Doesn't do well. And look at the broken feminine energy. They're still approaching you in wounded feminine, ivory tower. Their feelings matter. Their feelings, how they're feeling, right? That is going to piss this collective off because for over a year, this person has not validated your feelings. It coming in this retrograde, it's meant to ignite misunderstandings, so you choose yourself. You're not going to understand this. And this is probably why you end up feeling used. This is probably why you end up feeling like a fool and caution all over you, because you're thinking, why am I here licking this person's wounds? Look what they've done to me. They're not trusting their intuition. They're not trusting their body. And they're still codependent to things that they shouldn't be codependent to. But I think because you're finally seeing emotion out of them, it's like it's going to be like, but it's not the right emotion. Temperance both ways. They're coming in a place of excess and impatience, completely unbalanced, but yet they're wanting to balance this and put moderation of emotion, yet their emotion isn't balanced. So how are they going to balance this situation? Again, they just don't understand what they're feeling. All right, your advice. Oh, Hermit. And that was in your universe's part. Go within, choose silence, higher perspective. Your first card was Hermit before the key gets granted. Go within. Introvert, meditate, higher perspective, unique, alone. Soul search. Remember what you've been through. I can tell the way I'm speaking and I'm being so passionate and I keep repeating to go within. It means this collective, as you're watching this, you're going to think you're going to find this strength. But I guarantee you when this happens, it's going to be so hard for you to find your strength and go within. I can tell by the way I'm speaking. Ace of Swords for you. Breakthrough for you. Focus on you. Epiphany on you. And Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, intuition. Ace of Swords, logic. You. Is there truth here? Or is this just a whole heap of messy emotion, right? They can't tell you the truth because they don't know what the truth is. They're that self-unaware. You can't even be angry at this person because they're just that blocked. They don't get it. They're like, off with the fairies. I'm an emotional mess, so I'm just going to make someone else's life an emotional mess. Like, they just don't get it. And it could be, remember the key, the solution, the breakthrough, if handled properly, the clarity, if handled properly. Finally see it. See what a mess this person is emotionally, because this is literally how they left you. You're going to see a very important lesson if you just watch in, right? You're going to see how this is misaligned to where you are. Don't do this. This is them. Their excess, their selfishness, their this, their that, the Nine of Cups in reverse. But they do it from a place of emptiness and numbness, right? So one, see them, why this comes up in them, but for you. Don't move forward in emptiness. Don't move forward because it's that magnetic temptation. And whatever you do, don't be excessive. I wouldn't be writing no novels. I wouldn't be doing any of this collective. And I say it quite a few times. This is the perfect example. Zip. Throw away that key. Devil in reverse. This is them. This is what's bound to them right now. But you don't work through shadow self, energetic implants, the magnetic influence. Don't move through codependency of outcome. And definitely don't move if there's toxicity, toxic emotion coming forward. Very toxic, highly charged emotion. Witness this, see this, let this be your breakthrough, right? And whatever you do, don't move through this yourself. The overthinking mind. Oh, but if I should, give me a sign. Oh, but maybe if I do this, give me a sign. 9/11 on my clock as I'm saying this, by the way. Like, trust your gut in that moment. And when the overthinking comes over, ignore it. Ignore it. It's the codependence to the outcome and what may be, right? You have done so much work to remove this stuff out of your life. Does this bring you peace? Does this bring you peace, or does this bring you headache and anxiousness and that's what you need to ask yourself. I actually think this collective, if you just sit back and see this, the excess and the I think you're going to end up being a bit repulsed by it, because I feel this collective, you've healed enough to see this doesn't align with you anymore. And even if you accept the over-emotional wallowing, that's what you're entering in your life, right? Because it shows how this person, how they deal with things when they're emotionally charged. So again, when their armored state comes up, this is what you have to deal with, right? I think if you can just be patient and let that light bulb come over you, you'll be like, oh God, do I even want this anymore? Stillness. All right, what will the outcome be here? I think you finally break a cycle. That's what I think the outcome, if handled right. It's funny because that realistic, the realist, she's kind, caring, but boundaries. Very sophisticated, elegant, and mature in emotion. I do think it's going to feel like that, but I think they need a taste of their own medicine. I think they need to experience this 5 of coins, which they're on the verge with, right? The regret, the loss, the conflicted, no communication, feeling blocked, feeling like an outsider. I think this is what they need to feel to wake them up. We said it as I started just rambling in this, right? It's not about you being nasty, but I think the more boundaries, the more you put yourself first, realistic approach, logical approach, this is what's going to impact this. But I do think this person needs to experience what this feels like. The alienated, the rejection. This is what you have been having to sit in for a year, right? They need to understand what true pain feels like, because this is what they create for others because of the influence of others. They need to wake up to the fire. And it will outcome. You may reignite all this, but this is where you surrender and let go and trust in the universe. Keep your emotion in balance and remember what you deserve. Keep that graceful, elegant self that you clearly are. Sorry, I always have to check. Nine of Swords. I'm going to actually go both ways because, again, to get rid of the victim mentality this person has, right? Is Queen of Cups in reverse. Is this going to ignite yucky feeling in you? Yes, it will. But I always say those swords don't raise until you let go of the staleness, right? Anxiety, fear, all of this, yes. But the regret over the emotional baggage, over the lost words, that will also be activated. The outcome of this isn't going to be pretty. Don't think by doing this it's all just going to fall into place in a couple days. It may take a few months, but they're preparing you. It's not going to feel good, but trust that you're seeing this within yourself and you deserve this. Because until they heal this, I promise you, this collective, your cycle will repeat and it'll be you left in this. You. Let yourself know walking into this, I'm going to feel like shit doing this, but that's okay. I'm surrendering. This ain't going to be easy, but I'm surrendering. I'm choosing self. I'm finally choosing myself over mess, right? I welcome the 9 of Swords. I embrace it. I embrace it. I would rather feel this than have a daily life of mess and emotion, right? Arguing, fighting, extreme highs, extreme lows, questioning ulterior motives, blah, blah, blah. Think long term, not short term. 10 of what? They're literally preparing you. This is not going to feel good. But the internal reflection, near miss, disaster diverted. It's a diverted disaster. And you'll finally end up dropping the wands. This will hit your brink, right? But once this is solved and this person releases things that need to be released in their life the right way, you watch when it will finally be time, because you finally, for this collective, would have severed the reason this all went to destruction, right? Believe. Welcome that completion. Full, as we said it. You will literally be able to start your new story. First card in tarot, the journey, right? But this needs to be done first. Believe in it. High Priestess. Believe in your connection to up above. Let the divine flow through you. I know this is a hard reading. You got to get rid of the storm. You got to walk away from the storm. It's the only way to come into smoother sailings for this collective. You accept this, you're lucky. You're lucky for this to last maybe a week. Lucky. And then it's you that's having to go through, find empowerment. Find empowerment. And I'm telling you, this collective, if you just sit back and you watch this unfold, them, and I think you'll end up doing this in strength. I think you're going to realize, because you really have been going through this, the clarity is going to come over you and you're going to be like, I don't want that in my life anymore. I don't want someone that brings chaos. I want someone that brings peace. I've been healing my chaos. I want someone that brings temperance, not excess, right? You got this, my angels. But like I said, nothing's ever failed. It could just be prolonged. So don't be hard on yourself whatever way you go, but very soon. So buckle up. I do believe this for this collective. I said it in the universe's part. I said it in, but this is going to take some time. And I'm hearing you could be, or they could be in a personal year 9. And that is the year of removing everything we're veiled to, right? You calculate the date and the month of your birthday single digit, and then this year 2026 it comes to 1, so add 1 to it. If their birthday's like the 8th, 9th, 10th later on through the year, they'd still be sitting in the 9, the 2025, because it's from birthday to birthday, right? So add that single digit to a 9, bring it to a single digit. Or if their birthday was the 1st, 2nd, 3rd earlier in the year, calculate it to the 1, right? Even yourself. I have a feeling 9, even 5 as well, preparing us for our 6. It's a year of removal, expansion. It is safe. It is safe for you to love when it's time. This will just help. Children as well. There could be children involved in this, but wedding children, you did get the bunnies. This could be destined for you. But this separation... Through this separation, I do think magic can happen, but it's going to feel maybe like you're going through another one. Even though you've been sitting in it for over a year, unvalidated, I think it's going to reignite a lot of things here. All right, let's get this safe for you to love. Romantic feelings. You need to trust. That's it. It's not going to fit... It's going to feel maybe like you made the wrong decision choosing self, but it's never the wrong decision choosing self. Remember that. We know that for this collective. This could be the one. It's worth waiting for. One more. Oh, deception. But it's worth waiting for all the veils. Okay, let go of the control. Surrender it. That's the only reason that devil in reverse will come in. And don't let passion, 6 of that 9 of cups in reverse take a hold either. Okay. You got this. Oh, let's go vice versa. There's a reason I got it. 1st of the 5th, 5th of the 1st, 5, 5. 10th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 10th, 5th of the 10th, 10th of the 5th, 1, 1. Portal energy. 4th of the 6th, 6th of the 4th, 64, my angel. Oh my God, 6464. Oh, 6464, sign. And then you've got 456, 3456, consecutive numbers, or 6543. We want to have the 2, 1. Connected to it, action. The 6464, that's magic. Surrender. All right. Charmies. The justice scales. Trust in that purple curtain right now. You can't fight justice. Karma, Libra. Amethyst. Healing. 3rd eye. Lightning, well, we know it's coming in quick. Trust your golden elixir. They're trying to close cycle to create new cycle, right? Trust new beginnings. You could be eating a donut. Trust in divine timing, divine intervention. Divine's all over this right now. Labradorite. Dreams. Especially if you've been dreaming of this other person, right? Maybe your dreams are trying to give you messages right now. You could have just bought a Labradorite. Ducks, trust your intuition. You could be seeing a lot of ducks right now. Watermelon, and you know watermelon color is the color of childlike innocence, so that childlike spark. But you could be drinking watermelon juice, or you could love watermelons. You could have just, why am I seeing watermelons growing? You could have just planted watermelon seeds. And ancient Egypt, watermelon, magic fruit. Okay, X marks the spot, R and H. All right, I love you, my angels. I know that was a bit of an intense reading, but the right collective, it would have all made sense. And I love you guys. Have a good day.